A lot of people expected Wish to be another Disney disappointment. That's not exactly a mystery. That's not exactly a surprise. But I'm not sure people were expecting quite what we got. Elemental obviously had a miserable opening weekend and somehow managed to leg out a decent run at the box office. Still lost money, but it was a surprising legs that it had after the terrible opening. Well, Wish's opening was even worse than Elemental's, and theirs had the benefit of Thanksgiving weekend. This is crazy because a year ago today, Jeremy, well, not a year ago today, a year ago in about a week, this article was published, how Disney Animation lost the box office crown to Universal for 3 straight years with no turnaround in sight. This was written before the Super Mario Brothers movie, right? This was written before some of the failures that Disney had this year. And it's just all the more true right now because Wish is another Disney box office flop. Projected at one point, we looked at those projections that one day. It was projected at like $60 to $80 million over that Thanksgiving 5-day weekend.
Yep.
Well, not only did it not match that, it only took in $31.7 million. Wish fizzles. Napoleon beats expectations as Hunger Games lands on top again. So not only did it not top the box office, it wasn't even second place. Third place in the box office.
Holiday weekend.
And to be honest, Trolls in its second weekend damn near beat it. Look at that. The 3-day. This is just the 3-day. So a normal 3-day weekend, we would see the things that open have the benefit of the Thursday preview night. So this number might be a little bit higher. Remember, Elemental's Disaster was $29 million traditional opening. This is a $19.5 million 3-day. $31.5 million with all the extra days they get for opening early on Thanksgiving. And internationally, it's bad too. Internationally, it only made $17.3 million.
Jeez.
For a total of $49 million global debut for what was supposed to be this big return to glory. Thanksgiving Day, we're back, baby. A flop for Disney.
All I can do is repeat the same thing I've done every single time. We have been telling you guys this was happening for years. There have been people in the mainstream show media that have been denying this and taking shots at people like us for saying that this is happening. There have been people dismissing it, saying it's just clickbait. They're just getting the algorithm. They're getting the hate clicks. They were always working towards this type of failure with Disney, with their identity politics, with alienating families and all of that. And it's hit rock bottom for them.
To put this in perspective, a $31 million Thanksgiving, a 5-day. These are some of the biggest we've seen in history if you look at the Thanksgiving weekends. I don't know why Frozen 2 isn't on there. I'm pretty sure Frozen 2 was higher than the first one. But anyway, Ralph Breaks the Internet, 84. Moana, 82 million. Toy Story 2, back in 99, made $80 million. Obviously a pre-established or an established franchise at that point. Coco, 72 million. Tangled, 68 million. The Good Dinosaur, 55 million.
Dude, I remember when The Good Dinosaur was viewed as like bottom
the
of the
biggest failure in history. Yeah,
bottom of the barrel for Pixar, and look how much of a difference that made compared to Wish. Jeez.
Enchanted, 49 million. Let's see. There's a Bug's Life. That's way back in the day. Encanto. This is the one I wanted to look. Encanto, 40 million. Remember, this came out when the still was all the COVID lockdown shit and stuff like that. So it was a massively disappointing Thanksgiving for Encanto. That was 40 million. Now, it's not quite the disaster that Strange World was. Strange World was like an $18 million over Thanksgiving last year. But now we have 3 straight Thanksgivings that have been total flops for them. This used to be their bread and butter. I'm showing you all these freaking Disney things that did massive numbers over the holiday weekend because it was established. Disney would release a big animated movie around this time. Holidays, families getting together, and it's not working. Now, families still clearly, listen, some of them were going to the box office. You had about the exact same number of people go to see Trolls that went and saw Wish and Trolls' second weekend. It's just one more indication that Disney's completely lost the families. The thing that they built this brand on, they've lost those customers.
Yeah, what do you think would have happened if a Minions movie would have come out this weekend? What do you think would have happened if Super Mario Brothers sequel comes out this weekend? What do you think would have happened? It would have had massive success because those brands have clearly shown families that we have something that is going to entertain you and not have a bunch of bullshit pushed into it. So Disney has hurt themselves badly, and I don't know how they recover. Like, yeah, the simple answer is that if you just make good movies again, then people are going to show up. But that's not that simple because the people that are in power, the executives that are in power, truly believe believe this stuff, this far left-wing agenda bullshit, these identity politics. They believe it. So they're not the type of people to simply say, hey, people don't like our bullshit, because their minds believe that this isn't just bullshit. They have convinced themselves that they are fighting a bigger picture here for a bigger goal. And I don't know how they recover. I really don't. I don't see a realistic scenario where Disney turns things around for their foreseeable future without a massive shakeup, which I don't think is going to happen. Disney is just spiraling out of control right now, and I don't see how they fix it.